Boom. Oh, I want to hear this cold start, and I'm sure you do too. So this video right here, I wanted to talk about the 5 habits that actually made me rich. And I had them all noted down, but instead of just sitting at my desk, I wanted to kind of bring you guys with me to go cop a Red Bull and then go from there. But the first thing in the 5 habits that actually made me rich is a detachment from money. A detachment from trying to hoard every single dollar that you get. Like, that's not going to get you further. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, one thing that me and my friends always talk about is no matter what we're going through, no matter what problem we have, we just have to make more money. That's it. It doesn't matter what we have to do. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take. We just have to make more money, right? So we're not sitting here thinking, oh, we just have to save more money. No, we don't. We just have to make more money. Normally, 99% of people do not have a spending problem. They have a making money problem, right? Because you're not going to save yourself to riches. You, with your $3,000 a month take-home pay after taxes, after whatever the case may be, you're probably maybe saving, what, $500, maybe $1,000? That's not going to make that big of a difference if you save it over a certain period of time, right? It's going to make a difference if you invest that money into a skill set, if you invest that money into a mentor, if you invest that money to get in the right room to become a better version of yourself that's more skilled and that commands a higher pay, right? Based off the value that you're providing to the world. But if you have zero leverage, you're just working a normal job and you're attached to all this money, you're never going to be able to let it go. And you also have to think about money is energy, right? If you're not able to let it go, how do you expect new energy to come in? When I'm making a big purchase, and I say this as a joke sometimes, but it's also the truth. I'm spending money to make money. I'm spending money out of my bank account to make room for more to come in, right? If I don't make room for more is not going to come in, right? So that's kind of one angle to look at it. You have to have a detachment from it. Right? You simply have to have a detachment from it and have an abundance mindset. Because if you have an abundance mindset, you always know that more will come in. You know that if you do the inputs, you provide value, more money will always come in because you're the type of person that makes more money. But if you're the type of person that tries to hoard every single dollar that comes in, obviously the universe or God is not going to reward you because you don't believe that yourself is worth having a lot of money, right? And that goes not only with, spending money on opportunities, spending money to put yourself in the right room, but also giving back, right? Even when I didn't have a lot of money, let's say maybe I only had $1,000 in my bank account. If I went to go sit at a restaurant, I would tip 50%. I would tip 20%. I would tip very, very well because that energy would go right back to me. I'm adding value to somebody's life, right? Somebody's a server, somebody's taking the risk on a $2 an hour base pay to hopefully get good tips. And if they do a good job, they deserve that tip. Right? And I might not be in the position to give that tip, right? To make a smart financial decision. But because I made that tip, I feel better about myself. I feel more abundant. I know that, hey, if I did this for somebody else, somebody's going to do this for me, right? If I provided this much value, if I made this person's day, somebody's going to make my day, right? It's just the rule of equal exchange. So that's the first thing, right? Not being a greedy fuck, not being a Jew with your money, which obviously that does not mean go blow all the money that you do have. That's not what I'm saying by any means necessary. What I'm saying is don't save pennies trying to become a millionaire. It's very unrealistic. It's probably not going to happen. Number 2 is getting into the character of the person you want to become. Some people like to call it faking it till you make it. Some people like calling it embracing the character. Some people like to call it acting as if. Right? As if it already happened. As if you're already that person. As if you're deserving of it already. We actually need to go this way. Yeah, we can go here. So acting as if. So think about the person that you want to become, right? How often does that person go to the gym? Ah, come on, buddy. I know I need to take you to the shop. Relax. So think about the person that you want to become, right? What do they do? How often do they go to the gym? What do they eat? Who do they hang around? What type of communication do they have? How do they look? What clothes do they wear? All of these things, and start having that baseline that person that probably has the results that you want is living as, right? You think that person lets somebody disrespect them? Do you think that person just walks out of the house not showering? Do you think that person just says yes to every single family gathering? Do you think that person just hangs around any single bum or any person just because it's a fun time? You think that person spends their time at the club? You think that person just spends their money recklessly? The camera died, but that's not gonna feel normal in the beginning. You're not gonna feel comfortable doing that. And for a lot of us, including myself, home, what we're comfortable in doing, what home is to us, is these bad habits, right? Is acting like the person we normally are, is acting like ourselves, which is the 1.0 version. And what I'm trying to portray with this video, what I'm trying to show you with this video is you have to become a 2.0 version. What does that 2.0 version of you do? What does that 2.0 version of you tolerate? You have to stop tolerating bullshit. You have to stop tolerating the amount of money that you have in your bank account. You have to stop tolerating the habits that you currently have. You have to stop tolerating the life that you're currently living, so you have to act differently, right? You have to act as if. You have to act as if it already happened. Because if you're always thinking, oh, I hope this is gonna happen. Oh, I hope I act like this one day. Oh, I hope I have that discipline. Oh, I hope I have those habits. It's never gonna happen. It will always be in the future. You will always be chasing it. But if you're acting as if it already happened, you're already that person. You're already putting in the inputs. Therefore, it's only a matter of time before it catches up. The next part is detaching from the result. Stop basing how you feel, stop basing how you act based off something you can't control. Because you can't control the end result of what you're doing. You can't control what somebody's reaction to the way you pitch something is. You can't control from every single one of your inputs what the output is going to be. So when I say only focus on what you can control, is focusing on the inputs. Have joy from the inputs. See the progress in the inputs that you're putting into the business. Consistently do the thing that's going to get you the results. If the thing that's going to get you the results that you want, either financially, business-wise, entrepreneurship-wise, progression-wise, is closing more deals, what do you have to do? All right, you have to make an offer a day. You have to make 2 offers a day, 3 offers a day. You have to have conversations with sellers every single day. Now, can you control if those sellers accept that offer? Of course you can. You don't know what they're gonna say. You don't know what their response is. You don't know how really motivated they are. But what can you control? You can control you communicating with them. You can control how you make the offer. You can control the outline that you have for the call. These are all things that you can control, and that's the only thing that you should be focused on. You should not be focused on something that you simply cannot control. So put focus on the inputs rather than the outputs, because you can't control the outputs. Come on, buddy, come out. This guy's taking a sweet time. Why is every single one of these gas stations, oh, you can't see it, out of service? What the fuck? It's like, yeah, you can't control which gas station is out of service, but you can control you going to the gas station trying to put gas, right? Like, just a simple example like that. Focus on the inputs, don't focus on the result. Focus on getting better every single day, not on the financial aspect. And that's gonna increase your business by so much you don't even understand. Let's go get this Red Bull. The next part that I want to talk about is actually documenting your journey. Not to necessarily post on publicly. Some people don't like to do that. I completely understand. I was the same way previously. But I have maybe 40 to 100 videos in my camera roll of tough times that I was going through, of situations that I simply couldn't solve, of me talking to myself, of me talking to my future self. And it's those videos that you look back on, you're like, damn, I've made so much progress since then. Wow, I can't believe I was even thinking like that. I can't believe I was even going through that. But thank God for me to recording those moments, because we forget them. Time fucking flies. So even if you're not going to post it publicly, at least document your journey. We've had so many conversations with me and my friends for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, where we were like, bro, I wish we record that conversation. I'm sure you have similar situations with your friends or maybe with business partners. Record it. Keep track of the journey, because when you look back on it, it's something to enjoy. And the next part, enjoy the fucking journey, bro. Stop looking at the future so much. Enjoy the present time. Enjoy what you have at the moment. Enjoy what you're going through, because this moment is never going to repeat itself again. You know, and so much of my journey, I spent, I would say 99% of my journey, I spent just looking at the future, not necessarily enjoying the moment, enjoying what I was currently going through, really like being present in the moment. I just spent it looking forward, looking for how much money I was going to make next month or the next year or the next 6 months. Enjoy the present moment because it's never going to repeat itself. Enjoy how hard the process is right now because it'll never be as hard as it currently is. If you're just starting your journey, enjoy every single struggle because you're not going to struggle in the future, so you're not going to have that moment to cherish. Enjoy the journey, bro. I hope these habits that I've implemented in my own personal life will help you change your life. If you like this type of content, like, comment, subscribe. I'm posting every single day. If you guys want to learn how to wholesale real estate, which is the main business model that got me to where I'm at today, click that first link down below and I'll see you.